Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, today's episode, I'd like to discuss brain health. Okay? Because I notice many individuals that are either coming into the Acupuncture is My Life clinic here in New York City or even clinics of my colleagues throughout the world and are very, very much concerned about their physique and their physical health. Now, brain health, yeah, it's part of that. But really, I just want to get exclusive right now. Because a healthy mind, a healthy brain also supports a healthy and happy life. Now, I know taking care of your body and eating right and exercise and so forth is great for the brain. But just in general, looking exclusively at brain health, there are certain things that you can do to support brain health. Because over these past, I don't know, I want to say 2 years, we have experienced a lot. And for the most part, in many cases, it has negatively impacted the health, just overall cognitive health. And cognitive decline is a huge health issue for us as we age. So the key here is how do we protect the health of our brain as we age? Now, part of this, I discuss along with other holistic health practitioners on acupunctureismylife.tv. And if you don't care to watch Acupuncture is My Life TV over the internet, it streams on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, as well as Android TV. But my panel gets deep into a holistic approach to mental and emotional health. Because yes, do I see or notice cognitive decline in my patients? Yes, and so does many of my colleagues as individuals age for the most part. And along with recommending an individual see a physician on an annual basis, you'd want to make regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist and being proactive in protecting and improving your brain health. So many individuals are caught up in one of many facts or realities that acupuncture can treat pain, but that's not all that acupuncture can treat. And that's why we have the Acupuncture is My Life podcast. That is exactly why we have the Acupuncture is My Life podcast. Because along with receiving acupuncture treatment for brain health, we make recommendations. And there are certain basic recommendations, such as just being as active as possible. The moment you notice you're sitting for, let's say, 15 minutes, that should be a sign that you should just get up and just walk around. Even if you're at work, do something. Take a 5-minute break, go in the break room, close the door to your office, go in the hallway, go in the staircase, behind the building, wherever, bathroom, and just do, a few jumping jacks. Or just walk up and down a flight of stairs a few times. Before going to work, maybe at lunchtime, after work, do a little exercise. Why? Because exercise tends to release antioxidants, which protect against inflammation associated with degenerative brain diseases. So just even simple walks can improve cognitive function. Moderate physical activity can increase metabolism in brain regions important for memory and learning. So exercise is really, really great. Another thing is always look to learn. Always look to learn, whether it's continuing education or something relative to a new hobby. Because learning new things tend to be cognitively demanding, which improves your memory and benefits your brain. Learn how to play a new instrument. Learn how to paint. Take art classes, home economics, learn a new language. Because even these types of activities are proven to decrease stress, and it's great for brain health. And these things are discussed at acupunctureismylife.tv. Blogs have been written about it. This is why I recommend over and over, download the Acupuncture is My Life app. At your app store, it's free. There's so many ways in which you can benefit from having this app. Another is you have to find ways to reduce stress, whether you take yoga. There's several ways to reduce stress, but yoga's great. Again, back to exercise, that's great. Because chronic stress, here we go again, I speak of it on acupunctureismylife.tv. Chronic stress impacts the brain in a way where it negatively affects memory. It increases your risk for Alzheimer's and related dementias. So finding a way, and you want to start by seeing an acupuncturist. You're faced with chronic stress, see an acupuncturist. Understand something, just as I and my global colleagues do. Health is wealth. The wealth is not in the bank. It's not on an app on your phone or in the stock market. It's not in a safe. It's not in your pocket. It's not in your purse. It's not in a shoebox in the closet. It's not under your mattress. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. The wealth is in you. Another good recommendation is socializing as much as possible. You don't want to live in isolation. You don't want to find yourself experiencing loneliness constantly. You don't. Human beings are social creatures. It is not meant for us to be alone, especially as we age, because loneliness and isolation is heavily tied to cognitive decline. You don't want to find yourself alone. Join little groups, clubs, tennis groups, tennis clubs, for instance, chess clubs. Go to the gym, socialize. When you see regular faces, you befriend certain people. They'll attempt to befriend you. Join spin classes. There's many options to your avail, but socializing is important. And along with that, you want to do things that would challenge your brain. Because that makes your brain, that mentally makes your brain much sharper, enhances memory, doing things like crossword puzzles. Why? Because challenging your brain with puzzles, for instance, tends to stimulate the brain and increase neural connections in your brain that support sensory, motor, as well as cognitive skills. I mean, this can improve short-term memory. I mean, just find little challenging things that can challenge your brain. Rubik's Cube, different types of games. But even in support of loneliness and not wanting to be alone or lonely. And some individuals just don't have a lot of family members that may either still be alive or just don't have a large family. It's not their fault. Great recommendation, get a pet. You own a pet, your rate of cognitive decline slows down a great deal. It also positively affects depression. You're no longer lonely. And you see, depression and loneliness are heavily tied to cognitive changes, a decline overall. So you see, having that pet helps combat isolation, loneliness, and it's good for brain health. Many individuals are unaware of that. Just knowing that you have something to care for. Take for walks. Take to the vet. Have checked up. And you know that this creature loves you back and appreciates how much you care for them. And taking advantage of like just these few recommendations I put out there and seeing an acupuncturist on a regular basis, forget about it. You're talking about a long, happy life. Acupuncture. Make acupuncture a part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?